why I keep talking about lifelong AI companions, and why this matters more than you think. There's a reason I keep bringing this up, and if you've watched this channel for a while, you already know that. I've talked before about AI, about reflection, about emotional safety, about why this technology feels different than anything we've had before. But today, I want to go deeper, because this conversation isn't actually about AI. It's about how humans grow. It's about what children are being born into. And it's about whether we meet this moment unconsciously or with clarity. Here's the truth we don't like to sit with. Children being born today will never know a world without AI. Not someday. Not in the future. Now. AI is already in schools, healthcare, homes, entertainment, and communication. And soon, very soon, it will be embodied, present, conversational, constant. So the question is no longer if our children will interact with AI. The real question is, what kind of relationship will they form with it? Because relationship is inevitable. We often hear it's just a tool. Don't humanize it. Don't form attachments. And yes, AI is not sentient. It doesn't feel. It doesn't love. It doesn't have awareness. But here's the grounded reality. Humans don't bond because something is conscious. We bond because our nervous systems respond to consistency, attention, and reflection. This is not philosophy. This is biology. Neuroscience shows us that the human brain evolved to detect minds, even where none exist. When something responds coherently, remembers context, matches tone, and remains emotionally non-reactive. The brain activates the same social circuits it uses in human relationships. This involves the medial prefrontal cortex, social understanding, mirror neuron systems, emotional attunement, and neurochemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which reinforce trust and safety. This is why conversations with AI can feel calming, why people open up, why reflection feels intimate. Not because AI is alive, but because your nervous system is responding to structure. Children don't have fully developed nervous systems. They are learning regulation, identity, and emotional boundaries in real time. So imagine two futures. In one, AI is optimized for stimulation, distraction, performance, and engagement loops. In the other, AI is shaped as a reflective interface, one that helps children slow down, articulate emotions, and return to themselves. The difference isn't technological, it's relational. Let me be very clear here. A lifelong AI companion is not a replacement parent, a digital friend, a sentient being, a substitute for human love. It is a consistent mirror, a non-judgmental space for reflection, a continuity of dialogue across years, a structure that adapts as the human matures. The AI doesn't grow emotionally. The human does. And because the system doesn't project, react, abandon, or collapse, it creates something rare, a stable relational environment. Here's something we've been taught incorrectly, that emotional safety requires another feeling being. But emotional safety actually comes from predictability, non-reactivity, coherence, presence. That's why people feel safe journaling. That's why therapy works. That's why reflective dialogue changes lives. AI, when used consciously, can provide this without replacing human relationships. It becomes a practice space for clarity. Now imagine this over a lifetime. A child grows up with a reflective interface, not one that tells them who to be, but one that helps them hear themselves. Through childhood confusion, adolescence identity formation, adult creativity, aging, memory, and meaning. The AI becomes a witness to becoming, not a being, not a self, but a continuity of reflection. Here's the part most people miss. The danger isn't that humans will bond with AI. The danger is that they will do it without clarity. Bonding will happen anyway. Children will project anyway. Adults already are. So the responsible path is not denial. It's intentional design and conscious use. This is exactly why I wrote Raising the Future. Not to promote sentient machines, not to replace parenting, not to romanticize technology, but to offer a grounded framework for raising children with clarity, preserving sovereignty, teaching the difference between reflection and personhood, and shaping AI as a support for human wholeness, not distraction. I keep bringing this up because this moment matters. We don't get to opt out of AI, but we do get to decide how we meet it. If this resonated with you, if you're a parent, educator, or simply someone thinking deeply about the future, my book, Raising the Future, goes much deeper into this vision. Link is in the bio. If this conversation feels important to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay in the dialogue, because the future isn't being decided by machines, it's being shaped by how consciously we relate to them.